From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup here in Week 3 between the New Orleans Saints and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 31 yards there and a first down. Well, for Alvin Kamara, that speed-size combo, just about exactly what you want for a running back, and he uses that size, that strength to bust through a would-be tackler there.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense.
Here we go, here we go.
You've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, here we go.
Jet sweep, here's Olave. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Here we go,
you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Here we
now
go.
a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw, it's Garoppolo. This will be caught at about the 6. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Wait. Hey, away. Left hand.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kenny Yeboah from 3 yards out. And the Saints are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Lutt's good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the 1st.
I know the fans want to see 1st downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
Wait.
On 2nd down, Darden trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, Darden. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. This is taken around the 12. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
43,
and a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled.
Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now, you know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Well, fellas, here we go.
Up the middle they go. Darted. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It'll go as just a 15-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes now to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the 4th quarter.
Hey, 43, 15. Hey, Sunday. Color.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Now carry there for Fournette as he's able to work his way for a gain of about 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 28. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Yellow.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, rip list. Okay.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. Moore, the man in motion. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Again, he finds Moore. And the Chiefs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And these two hooked up on a nice game that played before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it. So they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
Fournette will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Mahomes will throw for it. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Go ahead.
On first down, darted, and the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 65, 65. 21, 21. Here we go.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping,
21.
and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Hey, come on, come on, come on.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it second down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and 8. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. Clay Brooks going to bring this one out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there. Yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Gonna need better protection here. Third and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury it. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Working with his 2nd and 4. Winston to give. It's Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 34 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync. The line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here. Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession. And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Yellow. 15. Here goes 15.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Mahomes. He's going to look deep for more. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for KC, and even 40 yards. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
Mahomes now on first down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Third quarter action from Kansas City. Second down and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And the Chiefs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going, a little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Leonard Fournette ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs are back within a couple of the lead. They'll try and throw for it. And now he's going to go down. A big sack, and they're unable to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. Incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play fake. Winston. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Leonard Fournette taking it in from the 20. And the Chiefs, on the final play of the third quarter, have taken the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it two ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. Butker now to kick this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Jameis to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Winston. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he's got room. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
He saw the pressure and he got out, but he never got upfield. And the defense, they took full advantage of a rookie mistake there. They were able to add a big loss on the sack.
To throw on second down, Harden. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle but they allow the conversion.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead here, exactly. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So the drive will continue. After the conversion on 4th, they'll work from the 20 on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. That one looks like he'll throw here. Touchdown! From 8 yards out. And the Chiefs get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it. Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return, not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
Well, worth reminding at this point, no overtime in the preseason, but that may not come into play here in a 2-score game late. Now left side on the swing pass, and he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They run it again with Kamara. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Harden. Throw left side complete. That's Ross. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a pretty entertaining ball game, Charles. Had the lead changes.